Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to help you sort of cut through all that stuff online. You know how it is, right? You're scrolling, maybe looking for something, maybe not, and bam, another ad. And it always seems to promise some miracle fix for, I don't know, back pain, sleep, whatever's bothering you. The solutions look amazing, they sound revolutionary, but how do you tell what's real and what's just, well, clever marketing? It's tricky, isn't it? So that's what we're doing today. We're going to cut through that noise. We've got some sources here, including a pretty interesting YouTube review from LegitDiv, and we're going deep on one product that's popping up a lot, the Hyggear Bunion Corrector. Our aim to figure out if there's anything genuinely useful here, or if it's just another one of those, online traps you need to sidestep.
Yeah, and it's so important we do this, especially when it involves health claims. The internet's great for finding information, obviously, but it's also perfect for really persuasive sales pitches. Pitches that sometimes, well, they get past our usual skepticism. You see a slick website, a convincing ad, and you think, maybe this is it. So critical thinking isn't just like a nice-to-have skill anymore. It's essential. We need to know how to look closely at these pitches to make smart choices about where we put our trust and, let's be honest, our money.
Exactly. It's about taking back some control. Okay, so let's start where most people would, the big promises. The Hyggear website doesn't hold back. They make some really bold statements about this bunion corrector. Let's unpack this a bit. They say it's highly recommended by experts. Okay. And safe to use. Plus, and this is a big one, proven to treat bunions and overlapping toes. Proven. That's quite a heavy claim right there.
It really is.
And it doesn't stop there either. They lay out all these benefits. Regular use can supposedly reduce pain, improve circulation, and even, get this, realign your toes for better balance and comfort. Plus, they say you can wear them pretty much whenever, at home, during yoga, or even inside your shoes. All-day relief, apparently. I mean, it sounds like the ultimate easy solution, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. And what's fascinating, really, is how well those claims hit the mark. They're targeting not just the physical ache, but all the frustrations that come with bunions, Anyone who's dealt with bunion pain knows it affects everything, the shoes you wear, how much you can walk, just your daily comfort. So the idea of this one simple thing, this device, that fixes the pain, helps circulation, and realigns things, and you can wear it anywhere, that taps right into that deep desire for an easy fix. It plays on hope, really. Makes you think, maybe this simple thing can solve this complex problem. It sounds almost too good to be true.
And that's often the catch, right? Too good to be true. Because when we started digging a little deeper, comparing those promises to what people are actually saying, well, things started to look a bit different. On their own site, Hyggear flashes this huge number, over 1,200 glowing 5-star reviews. I mean, that sounds incredibly impressive. It's designed to make you think, wow, everyone loves this. Instant trust builder.
Seems like it, yeah.
But here's where our deep dive gets really interesting. You have to look beyond their own website.
Right.
When we checked out independent review sites like Trustpilot, the story changes a lot. Instead of 1,200 glowing reviews, you find just, well, a handful. And what they say is, well, it's often not good. It's quite concerning, actually.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, for instance, one person mentioned they accidentally ordered 4 pairs instead of just one. Simple mistake, right? They contacted the company straight away, but apparently only got a partial refund. They were left feeling really frustrated.
Not great customer service then.
Not ideal, no. And another story was even worse. Someone else complained they paid, the money was taken, but the product, it just never showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They said the company eventually promised to ship it, but, the damage was done, trust completely gone. So these real experiences shared out in the open, they paint a much less shiny picture than the official website does.
And connecting that to the bigger picture, that difference is huge. It's so important for you as a buyer. The reviews on a company's own site, they can be curated. That's a nice way of putting it. Companies might only show the 5-star ones or maybe offer little perks for good reviews. They control what you see.
Right.
But Trustpilot, sites like that, they're meant to be open forums. People share the good, the bad, the ugly, no filter. So you get a much more honest view of what's really happening with customer satisfaction. Or, in this case, maybe a lack of it.
Definitely sounds like it.
These stories, frustration, things not getting sorted, products not even arriving, they show a company maybe struggling with the basics. And that just doesn't line up with being highly recommended or reliable, does it? It's a big disconnect. It should definitely make anyone thinking of buying stop and think. And it shows why checking those independent reviews is just crucial.
It really is a massive red flag. Makes you wonder how many people just click buy based on the official site stuff. But it wasn't just the reviews. As we went through the sources, another pattern jumped out. Something pretty common online, actually. The marketing tactics Hyggear uses.
Ah, yes, the tactic.
You know the ones. Big, 50% off F, banners flashing, countdown timers ticking down, last chance sale, limited stock.
Classic.
Exactly. Stuff you often see on sites that feel a bit, well, questionable. Designed to make you rush.
Precisely. They're not just discounts, they're psychological nudges. They're built to push you into buying fast before you've had a proper chance to think it through or do your research.
Right, that pressure.
It's that fake urgency. It plays on FOMO, the fear of missing out. Makes you feel you'll miss this amazing deal if you hesitate.
Yeah.
It's designed to bypass your rational brain.
Yeah.
That 50% off might seem great, but was the original price even realistic? Maybe it was inflated just to make the discount look huge. It's all about triggering an impulse buy, not a considered purchase based on value or proof.
And speaking of the product itself,
Hmm.
if the marketing wasn't raising enough eyebrows, here's something else from the sources that was really telling. It turns out that this exact same kind of bunion corrector, it's being sold all over the place, on loads of different websites, different online shops, often with totally different brand names attached.
Ah, the generic product phenomenon.
Exactly, like digital whack-a-mole. Same product, different label, popping up everywhere.
And that really does raise an important question for you, the consumer.
Yeah.
Why are so many different brands selling what looks like the identical thing?
Yeah.
Well, it often points towards something like drop shipping or white labeling. Basically, someone finds a generic product, often made super cheaply somewhere, slaps a brand name on it, builds a quick website.
And markets it heavily?
Right.
Yeah.
Without necessarily doing any unique research or development or rigorous testing themselves. It suggests the main game is just selling lots of units through hype, not necessarily offering something truly effective or unique.
Makes sense.
And what's really key here, as the source pointed out, is that none of these identical products seem to have solid, consistently positive reviews or any real proof behind them, no matter the brand name. It just reinforces this idea that you're not looking at a proven medical solution, but more like a generic gadget being pushed hard with marketing tricks.
Which leads us, I suppose, to the absolute heart of the matter when you're talking about health claims, the missing piece, the evidence, or rather, the lack of it.
Mhm.
When you actually try to find solid proof for Hyggear's big claims, well, you hit a wall. There's just no real credible scientific evidence. No endorsements from respected doctors or medical groups that you can verify. No proper medical studies and journals saying these things can actually correct bunions or reline toes or genuinely improve circulation in meaningful medical way.
Nothing.
Nothing. The claims just hang there, totally unsupported by the kind of proof you'd absolutely expect for a health product.
And that lack of evidence. It's everything,
Yeah.
especially when a product claims it can treat or correct a condition like a bunion. We need to be clear here. A bunion isn't just a toe pointing the wrong way. It's a change in the foot structure.
Right. It's bone involved.
Yeah, exactly. It's often a bony bump, a shift in the bones at that big toe joint. It's not just soft tissue. Now, some people might get some temporary comfort from things like bunion sleeves or maybe simple toe separators.
Cushions or something.
Yeah, they might cushion the area, reduce rubbing from shoes, maybe gently hold the toe in a slightly different position for a while, which might feel better temporarily. But that is miles away from actually correcting the bone structure or reversing how the bunion is developing. Those are huge claims.
Totally different thing.
Completely. For any product claiming it can realign bones or significantly improve circulation medically, you need solid proof. We're talking independent clinical studies, peer-reviewed research, backing from medical professionals. It should be non-negotiable.
And without it.
Without it, they're just claims, unproven marketing words, real correction for serious bunions, the kind causing real pain or changing foot shape significantly. That often needs proper medical interventions like orthotics prescribed by a professional, or sometimes even surgery, not just a soft strap you buy online.
Okay, so after digging into all this, where does that leave you, our listener? Especially if you're the one dealing with bunion pain right now. We've looked at the flashy ads, the questionable reviews versus the real ones, the fact that the same product is everywhere with no proof. It all seems to point in one direction, doesn't it? The Hyggear Bunion Corrector looks like something you really need to be careful about. Extremely cautious, even.
Definitely.
Our strong advice: don't get sucked in by that fake urgency, those countdown clocks, or the perfect-looking reviews on their own site. Your health, your comfort, your money. It's just too valuable to gamble on promises that aren't backed up.
Absolutely right. Hope for a quick fix is understandable, but it can make you vulnerable.
So what should people do?
If you're genuinely struggling with bunion pain, the smartest, safest thing you can do is talk to a professional, see a podiatrist, or maybe your GP to start. They can actually diagnose what's going on properly.
Assess how bad it is.
Exactly. And then they can talk you through real evidence-based options for your specific situation.
Huh.
That might be things like changing your footwear, getting custom orthotics, maybe physical therapy exercises, or in some cases, yeah, discussing surgery.
Safe, proven options.
Safe, proven options based on medical science. Just relying on these online products with huge claims, but zero proof. It often just leads to disappointment, wasted money. And critically, you haven't actually addressed the real problem or gotten lasting relief.
So the message is, do your homework.
Yes. Do your homework. Be really skeptical of anything sounding too good to be true online. And always, always talk to a qualified health professional about health concerns. They can guide you towards what actually works and is safe.
You know, this whole deep dive into the Hyggear Bunion Corrector really underscores a bigger lesson for all of us trying to make sense of the online world. It's such a clear example of why thinking critically, checking those independent reviews, looking beyond the company's own hype, and demanding real scientific or medical proof for health claims, why these things are so vital.
They really are.
It's not just about saving money, although that's part of it. It's fundamentally about protecting your health and well-being from things that just don't deliver.
Couldn't agree more. And it leaves us with a final thought, something for you to maybe mull over. We know these bold claims and slick marketing tricks can be really persuasive, right? Especially when we're genuinely looking for help with a health issue or discomfort. So the question is, how do we train ourselves as consumers to consistently prioritize solid evidence and expert advice? How do we resist that temptation of the quick, easy fix that sounds so good and instead stick to the path of, well, doing our due diligence? It's a constant balancing act, isn't it? Between wanting relief and needing to be careful and informed. Something to think about.